A little girl accidentally hit in the face by a soldier after meeting King Charles. On a day that should have been filled with joy and wonder, a young girl's life was forever changed in a sudden and devastating moment. As the world watched the historic occasion of King Charles's first public appearances, one family's excitement turned to heartbreak when their daughter was accidentally struck in the face by a soldier's rifle. The images were shocking, a smiling child captured in a tender interaction with the new monarch, only to be struck down in the blink of an eye. It was a poignant reminder that, even in the most guarded and controlled of circumstances, tragedy can strike without warning. But amid the understandable outrage and sorrow, there is an important lesson we must not overlook. This was not an act of malice or carelessness, but a split-second accident that serves as a sobering wake-up call. It is a call to cultivate deeper empathy, to recognize the fragility of life, and to ensure that those entrusted with our safety and security are properly trained and equipped to prevent such incidents from occurring. Too often, we become desensitized to the human cost of our modern world. We accept a certain level of risk as the price of progress, of social order, of national security. But this young girl's story reminds us that every life is precious, every injury a profound tragedy that ripples far beyond the moment of impact. As we reflect on this heartbreaking event, let us consider how we can channel our collective grief and anger into positive change. How can we ensure that those who serve in positions of authority are better prepared to navigate the complexities of interacting with the public, especially the most vulnerable among us? How can we foster a culture of compassion and caution, where the protection of human life takes precedence over rigid protocols or institutional convenience? The answers may not be simple, but they are essential. We must demand higher standards of training and oversight for those entrusted with the public's safety. We must encourage a spirit of humility and empathy in our institutions, where the humanity of every individual is recognized and respected. And we must be willing to hold ourselves and our leaders accountable when these sacred trusts are violated, even in the most unintentional of ways. For this young girl and her family, the road ahead will be long and difficult. The trauma of this incident will leave scars that may never fully heal. But in the midst of their pain, they have an opportunity to become beacons of hope and change, to turn their grief into a catalyst for a more compassionate and just world. By sharing their story, by giving voice to the voiceless, they can inspire others to stand up and demand better. They can challenge us to move beyond the passive acceptance of tragedy and toward a future where every life is cherished, every risk is mitigated, and every child can feel safe in the presence of those sworn to protect them. It is a heavy burden to bear, but one that carries the potential for profound and lasting impact. So let us heed the call of this young girl's story, and commit ourselves to building a society where accidents like this become relics of the past, where the pursuit of safety and security is tempered by an unwavering respect for human dignity and the sanctity of life. Please like and subscribe for more inspiring content.